Meantime, the spike in COVID-19 cases in Grand Bahama, including 20 cases reported just yesterday, has led to residents preparing for a 2-week lockdown. Now, Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, as a competent authority, made the decision after advice from health officials to save and protect the lives of residents of Grand Bahama. LTV's Mornings reports on the Prime Minister's announcement before the weekly cabinet meeting this morning.
Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis made the announcement here at the Churchill Building Tuesday morning that the 2-week lockdown on Grand Bahama begins this Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. and ends on Friday, August 7th at 5 a.m. The surge in COVID-19 cases on that island has led health officials to designate it as a COVID-19 hotspot. And it was just over 2 months ago when Grand Bahama didn't even record any new COVID-19 cases.
As of Monday, the 20th of July, health officials have confirmed a total of 59 cases of COVID-19 on Grand Bahama. 51 of those cases have been recorded since the borders fully reopened on July 1st of this year. Outside of New Providence, Grand Bahama now has the largest number of recorded cases in the Bahamas. The number of confirmed cases is expected to increase if much of the population continues to fail to practice recommendations for physical distancing, wearing protective face coverings, and frequent and thorough hand washing.
As Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis advised Grand Bahama residents to prepare for the lockdown during his national statement Tuesday, he cushioned any of the residents' fears, confirming that food supplies are well in stock, with some 14,000 food vouchers anticipated to be distributed, and some essential services will remain open.
Food stores will be allowed to operate Monday to Friday between the hours of 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pharmacies, water depots, and gas stations will be allowed to operate Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the general public. The Grand Bahama Humane Society and waste disposal and sanitation companies will be permitted to open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the general public. Food stores, pharmacies, gas stations, and water depots will be allowed to operate on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. for essential workers only.
Virtual religious services and funerals only at the graveside, with a maximum number of 10 people, including the officiant, can be held during the 2-week lockdown. The Prime Minister also announced that all domestic flights in and out of Grand Bahama ceased at 6 o'clock Tuesday evening, and added that the Royal Bahamas Defense Force has formed a perimeter around Grand Bahama to stop any boats from traveling to the Family Islands, especially here in New Providence and Bimini.
I know that a measure like this even further disrupts daily life and economic activity. But today, we are in an emergency situation. We must work now to stop the spread of this virus on Grand Bahama before it gets even worse and completely out of control. Time is of the essence.
The Prime Minister also added that a complete lockdown of Grand Bahama will take place on Saturdays and Sundays, and he's urging Grand Bahama residents not to leave their home during the lockdown unless it is an emergency. The Prime Minister also announced that additional enforcement and security on the Grand Bahama lockdown will be provided by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. I'm LTV's Mornings, ZNS Network News.